In the village of Asthall, Oxfordshire, Jeremy Clarkson's pub, The Farmer's Dog, embodies the struggles of many rural public houses across the UK. The former Top Gear host and current star of Clarkson's Farm has openly criticised the latest governmental policies, which he believes are exacerbating the challenges faced by local pubs. His recent comments have sparked a broader conversation about the survival of these quintessential community hubs. Described by Clarkson as a total disaster, The Farmer's Dog has encountered a series of setbacks that illustrate the dire state of the British pub industry. From thefts and high operational costs to staff shortages exacerbated by Brexit, the difficulties seem endless. The situation has deteriorated to the point where even cooking a simple meal like a poached egg has become financially unviable, with Clarkson humorously exaggerating the cost to illustrate the severity of rising energy prices. Clarkson's latest outcry was directed at Rachel Reeves, the Chancellor, whose recent budgetary decisions have come under fire from various sectors, including the hospitality industry. In his column for The Sun, Clarkson lambasted the government for its madcap fiscal policies, particularly criticising the new regulations on national insurance and the proposed lowering of the drink-drive limit. He argues that these changes threaten the very existence of the village pub, a critical social centre in many rural communities. The rot started with the smoking ban, Clarkson writes, tracing the decline of the traditional pub back to earlier legislative changes that pushed patrons away. He contends that subsequent decisions, from Brexit to energy policies, have only made matters worse, leaving pub owners like himself in a precarious position. Clarkson's passionate defense of rural pubs goes beyond mere business concerns. He highlights the broader social implications of their decline, pointing out that villages are increasingly losing not only their pubs but also essential services like schools, doctors, and local police. The pub, according to Clarkson, is one of the last standing pillars of community life in many areas. As he bluntly puts it, you don't have a village school anymore, or a village bobby or a village doctor. If the village pub has to close as well, what's left? The response to Clarkson's criticisms has been mixed. Chancellor Rachel Reeves, while at the World Economic Forum in Davos, urged Britons to adopt a more positive outlook, emphasizing the need for national pride and economic optimism. However, her comments have done little to assuage the concerns of Clarkson and others in the business community, who see the tangible impacts of policy decisions on their enterprises and local economies. The timing is particularly sensitive as Sainsbury's, a major UK retailer, announced significant job cuts, attributing part of their financial strain to the government's fiscal policies. The farming sector, too, has voiced apprehensions about forthcoming changes in inheritance tax rules, highlighting a widespread apprehension toward current economic strategies. Jeremy Clarkson's confrontation with Chancellor Reeves underscores a critical juncture for the UK's rural pubs and, by extension, its smaller communities. As these debates unfold, the future of these cherished institutions hangs in the balance, with Clarkson positioning himself as a vocal defender of a rapidly vanishing way of life. The challenge now is for policymakers to address these concerns in a manner that preserves the heritage and social fabric of Britain's villages.